Hello, my name is Dr. Jeff Peterson. I am the director of a new organization at West Point called the Character Integration Advisory Group, otherwise known as the CIAG. The CIAG advises the superintendent on ways to better integrate character development within the West Point Leader Development System while supporting the Army People Strategy. West Point's mission is to educate, train, and inspire leaders of character who are prepared to build and lead cohesive winning teams. West Point's goal is to ensure that each graduate lives honorably, leads honorably, and demonstrates excellence. West Point develops character in a comprehensive system where character is caught, taught, and sought. We catch good character from our organizational culture that consists of traditions, role models, expectations, and social norms. While West Point believes some aspects of character can be taught, we recognize that good education can be undone with an unhealthy culture. We want to reinforce character education by cultivating a culture that values, enhances, and promotes lifelong character development. For that reason, West Point strives to cultivate a culture of character growth, where cadets learn and grow from their setbacks and become better people and officers. West Point's culture begins with command emphasis. During every speaking engagement, our superintendent emphasizes the importance of good character and the need to cultivate a healthy culture. The superintendent reinforced that emphasis by establishing the CIAG. Furthermore, he allocated 2 full days during the academic year when the entire academy steps away from normal operations to focus on issues related to honorable living. These resource allocations of personnel and time clearly reinforce his emphasis on character development. Next, West Point is adopting the moral theory of virtue ethics to provide a common vision, framework, and language as the theoretical basis for how character is developed, so that everyone at West Point can exercise disciplined initiative and orient their developmental activities towards an understood character development goal. Fourthly, in a culture of character growth, character development becomes an essential, integrated part of all leader development activities. The academic, military, and physical programs are responsible for different competency outcomes, but every program is also responsible for character outcomes. Finally, a healthy culture of character growth requires cadet ownership. Cadets must embrace character development and seek opportunities for character growth. The Corps' pursuit of virtue ideally results in cadets choosing the harder right over the easier wrong and treating each other with respect. With these components in place, West Point sets the conditions for a culture of character growth that develops leaders of character. In the short term, our culture helps prevent discrimination, harassment, and other trust-breaking behaviors within the Corps of Cadets. For the long term, our culture develops cadets to become trustworthy officers who exercise ethical judgment in complex situations and provide inclusive leadership for a diverse Army. It is now my pleasure to introduce other members of the West Point team who will share how their programs and cadet organizations contribute to West Point's culture of character growth.
Greetings. I'm Brigadier General Cindy Jebb, Dean of the Academic Board. In our program, our mission is to educate and inspire leaders of character, full stop. Leaders who think critically, internalize their professional identity, and employ their education to help build the Army and the nation's future. Through our academic, military, physical, and character pillars, we work together in creative and dynamic ways to ensure we send out 1,000 leaders of character to the Army each year. Our core curriculum, which is a broad liberal arts curriculum, is designed to primarily teach how to think rather than what to think. Our core curriculum, our study in-depth program, and our experiential learning programs, alongside our talented faculty, provide cadets opportunities to engage in academic study, inquiry, problem solving, and all facets of the human condition. Every day, the cadets encounter difficult conversations that are mentored and guided by outstanding faculty committed to their intellectual growth and character development. Not only are cadets invited to participate in challenging discussions that foster such growth, but they are also given the opportunity to observe their faculty members model how to lead a diverse group of men and women in the Army. Our cadets are taught through the academic program that the human condition will always be a central factor in their decision-making as Army officers. Each classroom experience, each evening study period, each group project that requires work outside of class, each conversation with faculty during additional instruction illuminate teachable moments for the cadets to seize, investigate, and think through on their own pathway of character development. Their ability to think critically and with empathy will enable them to lead men and women from all walks of life in the pursuit of solutions that will guarantee a better future.
Hello, I'm Brigadier General Curtis Buzzard, the Commandant of Cadets. At West Point, our most fundamental focus is on developing leaders of character. It's the foundation for trust, cohesive teams, and the profession of arms. The cornerstone of being a leader of character starts with discipline and standards. Being self-disciplined, adhering to standards, and holding others accountable are essential building blocks. Doing this builds trust in your ability to get the little things right, and that then leads to trust in much bigger circumstances, where lives are on the line in the crucible of ground combat. And they must trust your character, your competence, and that you'll treat them with dignity and respect. And this trust leads to cohesion, where soldiers feel like they are part of something, not just in something. And ultimately, your character equates to your moral courage. Under the toughest, most uncertain, adverse, and exhaustive circumstances of ground combat, will you make the right decision, one that exemplifies our Army's values? We seek to develop character in our West Point Leader Development System throughout the cadets' 47-month experience. And we do it across all pillars: academic, physical, military, and character, throughout the academic year and during summer training. Within the Corps Cadets, we focus initially on learning the basics, how to be a good follower, and then transitioning to leading and getting repetitions at increasing levels of responsibility, and demonstrating strong character throughout, always remembering the old adage, follow the way you want to be followed and lead the way you want to be led. Throughout their experience, cadets are also challenged and must overcome adversity, maintain the moral compass, and also learn from failure, further developing and building resiliency. And our cadets are superbly mentored by company tactical officers and non-commissioned officers. And in the end, one's character is never fully developed at West Point. It's the foundation and the habit that are developed, and it's a lifelong endeavor to demonstrate moral strength and always choose the harder right over the easier wrong. In the end, your character is your reputation, your credibility, and what you will be remembered for most. And our national treasure, its sons and daughters, deserve leaders of character.
Hello, I'm Cadet Captain Caroline Mitchell, member of the class of 2021 and the current Honor Captain for the Cadet Honor Committee at the United States Military Academy at West Point. As the Honor Captain, I'm responsible for the education, communication, and functioning of the Cadet Honor System. The Cadet Honor Code is simple. A cadet will not lie, cheat, steal, or tolerate those who do. The Honor Code sets the basic foundations for building a culture of stewardship and trust throughout the Corps of Cadets and ultimately as commissioned officers in service to the nation. The Corps of Cadets, like the Army as a whole, is composed of men and women from a diverse set of backgrounds. The Honor Code provides us with a common standard for personal integrity, with the ultimate goal of embodying professional responsibility upon graduation. The Honor Code is the foundation for a culture of honor, integrity, and accountability, all of which are critical components of character growth. To assist in achieving this goal, the Honor Committee is directly involved in the planning and implementation of character education at the Academy. This education incorporates group discussions tailored to class-specific developmental goals, faculty and Honor Committee-led instruction, and various Academy-wide events. This education and the implementation of the honor system allow cadets to shape West Point's culture as an essential part of the character development experience. Stewardship of the honor code is not easy. Cadets often struggle with the issue of non-toleration because it often seems to conflict with personal loyalty. However, stewardship of the honor code is integral to West Point's mission of developing leaders of character. The Cadet Honor Code calls upon each cadet to lead through our attitude, actions, and words. Our commitment to living honorably not only creates a culture of trust at the Academy, but also develops lifelong habits that will endure throughout our service to the nation.
Hello, my name is Cadet Denton Knight. I'm West Point's Cadet Trust Captain, a staff position that supports the Cadet First Captain in our efforts to eliminate sexual harassment and sexual assault from the Corps of Cadets. This effort directly supports the Chief of Staff's guidance to, and I quote, fulfill our sacred obligation to build cohesive teams. West Point's Trust Staff is a collection of cadets who support the cadet chain of command in the effort to fight this plague. Within every company, we have at least 2 representatives whose sole purposes are to cultivate a culture that doesn't tolerate harassment and that helps connect cadets with support after an incident. Across the Corps of Cadets, we are striving for a culture that recognizes the seriousness of this problem and that willingly takes responsibility for finding a solution that involves every cadet, including those who may not think they are part of the solution. We are fighting to prevent sexual harassment by improving our training and education programs. We are teaching cadets how to intervene as bystanders, how to help someone dealing with trauma, and how to take action against sexual harassment and assault in the operational Army. We are helping the commander set a tone of trust and understanding through planning a trust-themed football game. We are listening to cadets' frustrations in an open town hall, and we are giving cadets a safe outlet to share at upcoming events such as the Take Back the Night Project or the Clothesline Project. By standing together, we will win this fight.
Hi, I'm Cadet J.D. Davidson, the Brigade Respect Captain for West Point. Cadets will treat others and themselves with dignity and respect, and expect the same from those around them. Those are the words of our Cadet Respect Creed. As a Respect Captain, I support the cadet chain of command to help guide the development of the Corps of Cadets and cultivating a culture that upholds the Army value of respect. By fostering interpersonal accountability, providing educational challenges, and emphasizing the role of inclusive leaders in our Army, we seek to enhance a culture that contributes to the development of leaders of character that the Army profession demands. Recently, my team helped plan and execute an important cultural event for West Point, an Honorable Living Day, focusing on diversity, equity, and inclusion as a critical component to building cohesive teams. The day highlighted the fight against the racism and extremism that seek to erode trust and undermine cohesion. The Corps heard a crucial perspective by hearing testimonies from cadets speaking upon their lived experiences, including examples of racism and prejudice they faced in and out of the Academy. Afterwards, the Corps learned about combating the forces of bias in our teams by engaging in a professional seminar that provided specific skills for practicing inclusive leadership. The day concluded with group discussions and conversations on how the Corps of Cadets can stand together against bias and prejudice and become the leaders of character that our nation expects. Respect is an Army value and a crucial leadership competency. People are the Army's greatest strength. Just as the nation needs us to be tactically proficient and operationally aware, it needs us to be inclusive leaders. As we prepare to lead teams in the most diverse Army in our nation's history, we understand that inclusive leadership is fundamental to our mission success.
Thank you for sharing your time with us this morning and giving us the opportunity to share with you how West Point builds a culture of character growth. I look forward to your questions and comments.